right, everybody, it is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody is having a good week so far. And we're going to jump right in again because we're doing our cool interviews for Disability Awareness Month. And last weekend, we had our 48-hour film contest. We're filming this before that, so I don't really know how it went yet, but I'm sure it was fun. I'm sure it was really cool. And the premiere will be coming up in a couple weeks. So very exciting. Good times to be had by all. All right, we're getting started with going back into the bearded past with Zach.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It is the 18th and it's Wednesday, of course. So I hope you guys doing well. It's getting a little warm this week, I guess, maybe for some of us. Some of us, whatever. I'm in the whatever category, but for some of you, I know it's hot. Yeah. Well, it gets like that this time of year. It's going to get hotter, just to give you guys a heads up. So not going to break it to you soft. But hey, let's go ahead and get back in the bearded past with Zach. Today in history, we had in 1831 the first documented bank heist in the United States. We had some burglars that stole $245,000. That was the actual value during 1831. I honestly don't know what that would be now, but we're talking in the millions, big time. That's a big heist. And it was from, the name of the bank was actually Citibank, and it was on Wall Street now. Now, the funny part about this, Citibank is what we call Citi Bank today. It's just spelled differently. Instead of being Citi, C-I-T-Y Bank, it's now C-I-T-I Bank. Same bank, 230 years later, 130 years later. That's wild. That's wild they've been banking that long. Makes me think a little bit. Also, too, on this day in history, we have the Battle of Bentonville in 1865. Today is, so Bentonville is one of the final battles in the Confederacy fighting for their independence during the Civil War. You have General Johnston, Joseph E. Johnston, commanding troops down there. And what happens is they end up fighting at Bentonville. By the end of the battle, the Confederate forces, they had to retreat to Four Oaks, North Carolina. And then eventually what comes of this is the signing of another surrender, because Robert E. Lee at this point, he's already surrendered. Now you're going to have another surrender here from Joseph E. Johnston. And then the last Confederates to surrender is still a couple months away, but that's out in Texas. And then the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with today is in 1918. This whole time change stuff. Well, the Congress established time zones, which also approved the daylight savings time. All right? The daylight savings time, they just thought, I don't know, they have a lot of reasons behind this, but the bottom line is they established the time zones. They actually amended the time zones in 1966 and added a few more, but this is where we got our time zones. And also, too, the funny part is really only 34% of the world use this form of time. There's been all kinds of different ways of using it. Some different countries use it in different regions. Not the whole country, it's just regions of the country. It's mainly used in the Americas and the North American continent and in Europe, actually. And actually, if you go into Canada, only 3 of the, 8 provinces up there, I think? I could be totally wrong, but all the provinces up there, only 3 of them actually use daylight savings time. So this is not something that happens all over the world. I don't know about you guys if you don't know this. Hawaii and Arizona both don't use it in our country. And but the U.S. Congress established the time zones. They figured we would get more work done if we made the day lighter later, is essentially really what it came down to. All right, guys. Hope you have a good one. I'll talk to you next week. All right, guys. Take care. Bye now.
All right, very good. Always nice to go back in the past. And next up, we're going to go into the past for something that you can do in the future with Austin's movie review.
Hey everybody, it's me Austin, here once again for your midweek movie madness with a movie review for you to check out. Anyway, today's subject is from 2003, starring a cast that includes Eugene Levy, playing Catherine O'Hara, Harry Shearer, Fred Willard, and just a whole bunch of talents. And from director Christopher Guest, this is A Mighty Wind. See right there? That is A Mighty Wind. And what is the plot of A Mighty Wind? Well, A Mighty Wind basically centers on a big musical festival that consists of a lot of folk musicians and sort of the folk revival that was going on around, I guess, the 2000s. But that's kind of what this whole plot is about. Basically, a bunch of musicians get together in order to put on a tribute show to a man named Irving Kornblum, who was a pioneer in record producing for a lot of these groups. And from there, well, you get a lot of just hilarity and really just... A Mighty Wind is just fantastic stuff. Like, if you like comedies like This Is Spinal Tap, where it's kind of like this mockumentary sort of style, you're going to feel right at home here, because A Mighty Wind is hilarious and really just... It's a very well-written film that pokes fun at the genre that the musicians are part of, and kind of the musicians themselves, as really they're just kind of these spoofs of and satires of a lot of like musicians like this who viewed a lot or they're too commercial, and it's just very, very funny stuff, especially since really all these characters are just great stuff. I mean, you've got Fred Willard playing this one producer who has like these frosted tips, and he has this whole shtick of saying, "What happened?" because he was part of a sitcom. Like, it's funny stuff. You have Eugene Levy and the late Catherine O'Hara playing this duo that was married at one point, then got divorced, and now they're just reforming to perform a song that they haven't performed in a long time. You have Michael McKean, Harry Shearer, and Christopher Guest playing these musicians that are basically sort of like, I can't really put my finger on it, but like they're just funny stuff. You got Jane Lynch and John Michael Higgins playing a couple characters that are into a particular set of beliefs and are very like commercial. Like, overall, like, you just got a great cast of characters, and they're just funny. Like, it's a very well written film. It's shot like a documentary, and it's very well shot, and the music is actually really good. Like, there are some very funny songs, and it's just quality stuff. Like, if you haven't seen A Mighty Wind, go check out A Mighty Wind. You won't regret it.
All right, very good. Well, now you've got a little past experience and you got a little past knowledge. Now you can watch something in the future that, yeah, you can do that if you wanted to. Anyway, next up is our National Day with Gabrielle.
Good morning, everybody! It is the 18th. It's March. It's a Wednesday, so that makes it what? Hump Day! I didn't pump you guys. I hope you were ready for that, but you don't get two of them. You only get one of them, so I may hear an echo maybe because you guys were late. But anyway, it is Hump Day, and it is National Sloppy Joe Day. A messy sloppy Joe. Now, don't get it mixed up with a manwich. You know, you get the manwich stuff and you put it in the ground beef. There's something, I don't know, I didn't look it up or anything like that, but I think there has to do something with the name. They can't call it a sloppy Joe, and that's why it's a manwich. But I remember I didn't get to eat hot lunch very much when I was in school. My grandmother said, no, you take your own lunch. But every once in a while, it was the key days were pizza, sloppy Joes, and I know this sounds really weird, but my elementary school had really good fish sticks. I don't know, the tartar sauce was good and the fish sticks were good. But those were the days I always wanted sloppy joes. And our lunch lady would put slide cheese in all of them too. So it'd be a sloppy joe with melty cheese all over it. It was delicious. I make homemade every once in a while. It's not that hard, but you know what? A good manwich one right out of the can with the ground beef works just as good. You can use ground turkey or ground chicken. I hear Clayton now knows, like, I say, I make meatloaf out of ground turkey or ground chicken, and I really like it. He told me it's sacrilegious and you're not being able to call it meatloaf. I know I'm going off on a rant because I know that's what he's going to say about a sloppy joe. You have to use hamburger for it. You don't have to. All the other goobery things that go in there will mask it. You don't even know what kind of meat it is. It could be mystery meat, for all you know. So, you never had a sloppy joe? There's something wrong with you, and I will say that, because everybody's had a sloppy joe sometime in their life. If you haven't, then today would be the day to go get yourself a sloppy joe. National Sloppy Joe Day.
Oh, National Sloppy Joe Day. You cannot, well, you can not, I cannot not sing the song Sloppy Joe from SNL, Adam Sandler singing Sloppy Joe. It's really funny. You should look it up and check it out. It's great. And weirdly, not too long after that, which was really funny on Saturday Night Live, Adam got fired. He got let go from Saturday Night Live. Really weird. Anyway, next up, we got Nostalgia with Zach. Can we be simpatico this time?
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Nostalgia. And today, in honor of March Disability Awareness Month, we're going to be talking about one of the most heartwarming movies of all time. I've never seen it, but maybe you all have. It is called Dolphin Tale. Dolphin Tale is about a dolphin who learns how to swim with a prosthetic tail. This movie highlights resilience and inspires many people with disabilities. And it inspires everyone with disabilities to go out into the bigger world and try challenges. But enough of me talking. I hope you enjoyed this nostalgia.
Oh yeah, Simpatico, Zach. I do know this one. It's a great movie. Harry Connick Jr. Was great in it. I think he's more of a blues lounge type singer. He's a really pretty popular singer, but he transitioned into some acting. Did a phenomenal job. A really cool show. My kids were just at the right age to really enjoy this. We watched it many times. If it was on right now, I'd watch it. A great show and really cool story about the dolphin learning to use a prosthetic flipper, which is really cool. And true story. It's pretty amazing. So, very cool. Anyway, that is it. Zach, we're simpatico. We're going to end it right there. We're going to end that portion of the show. Move on to more of the interviews with our staff for Disability Awareness Month. Hello, Gary. How are you?
Hi, Carl. I'm pretty good.
Good. How long have you been with the company now?
I think nearly 10 years, if not over 10 years.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the early birds.
Longer than...
Did you think that did you work in the field before?
A long time ago, yeah. I was in college.
Oh, you did in college?
Worked at a place in Southern California.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it that ever drew you to this, or was it just kind of you found it and stuck?
I want to say I found it and it stuck. The place I worked at in Southern California, it wasn't a great experience.
Okay.
It didn't give me like the desire to go forward because of how they went about it. It's kind of it could have been better.
Yeah.
It could have been done better. And I'm sure that they're I hope they're doing it better now, but it could have been done better. This company is the way it should be, in my opinion. We're doing it the way it should be.
Yeah.
I hope I'm part of that. But yeah, it's like night and day. I like it a lot here better.
Yeah.
Previous job I did was after school program This is not like that.
Oh yeah, no, not really.
Thankfully,
Yeah,
thankfully you don't have.
yeah, got it. So over the course of the years here, what's your favorite thing or the standout things for working with our folks?
Boy,
So many.
I don't know. The days slide by easily. I get to work with wonderful individuals. For the most part, and I'm joking, Steve. Give me the stare down over here. No, I get to work with great people. I get to work with great staff. I feel like we're doing something important in the community. We're making a difference, and every day I feel like we're getting better and better at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is there any kind of standout moment over just the last year, maybe, that just makes you feel good?
We've done a lot.
Yeah.
I can't really pinpoint one. I wish I could, but the years have been kind of ridiculous. The past years have been kind of ridiculous. So
Yeah.
trying to pinpoint one.
Yeah.
It
is tough.
Yeah.
Because there's so many fun moments. I think that's one of the things is we do have a lot of fun here, and there's a lot of through that fun and through the different activities we do, like tons of little magic moments happen and cool things. And it does. It's very frequent. So it is I asked the question because you never know what stands out for others, but even if I had to answer the question, it would be pretty hard to do. So
I'm fortunate that I get to do this. To do this every day. It's not like it's less like a job and more like a privilege.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Interesting. Very nice. All right. Well, thank you for your service. Appreciate it very much.
Cool. You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. We're here with Stephanie. Stephanie's been with us for total how many years now?
Over 2.
Yeah. All right. Stephanie has been a long time working in the field, has a lot of experience, and so tell us a little bit about this community, this population. What has always drawn you to it?
I think it started with my youngest son was diagnosed with autism when he was around 26 months. So I got my feet wet with this population, I guess you could say then, and it just grew, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew. I started doing a lot of trainings and going to a lot of conferences. I had organization that was in my home 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. And so we got a lot of help, received a lot of help, a lot of knowledge. And it just, as he got older, I knew for a fact that there were so many other parents and other children and other adults that were experiencing the same thing that we had. And I just wanted to share the wealth. I just wanted to give back what was so graciously given to us. And it was really important to me that other parents also know that I was also a parent, and I knew what they were going through. I had walked in their shoes, and that I needed them to feel and know that having their children work in an organization that I worked at, that I would treat them as well as I treated my own child, because I seen the help and the love that my child received, and I knew how important that was. And so I was really, really wanting and willing to give that back to someone else.
Nice.
So that's how I got started.
Yeah. And it's just kind of stuck with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's my passion for sure.
Got it. And what is it about this company that you enjoy working with?
I think at this point in my life, because I've worked for multiple behavioral management programs, a lot tougher job.
Yeah. For sure.
It's a lot of, there's a lot of, I don't want to say violence, but there's a lot of physical contact in those types of jobs. It's very, mentally draining. And this environment is just so different. It's just, there's so much positivity and there's so much encouragement. And I look around and I just see all of these adults that have the potential to be great in vocational skills and in all the programs that we do. I see all of them excel, and they're in the cooking group and learning so many things and creating all these wonderful things they had no idea that they were capable of doing. And the same with the party committee and even out at the farm, and they're tilling dirt, and they're able to differentiate the weeds from the vegetables, and they know what produces, and even with the animals and stuff, and we have opened so many different doors in so many different areas of their lives that they weren't even aware of the possibility and the skills that they were capable of doing and being. And that's what we do here. We make differences here. And even with the filming, the morning routine, watching everyone get so excited and cheer each other on, and all the things that they do, it's great. It's a good environment for the staff. I think it's a good environment for our consumers. I mean, I get up and I get to come to work, and I get to work here, and that's big. That I like to come to work. I've had days where I'm having a really good day, and I could have called out because I probably couldn't have been my best self, but then I'm like, nope, I'm better when I'm here. So you come to work, and there's a good support staff. We have amazing staff here, and the fact that I get to see all my clients and everyone's happy to see you, it makes a big difference.
It does. Yeah, I've had some jobs where not every. Actually, I had a job where our service was a necessary evil, and nobody liked you. No phone call was. Nobody's like, oh, hey, it's nice to hear from you. It's like, oh God, okay, what's next?
It's not like that here.
No. Well, thanks for all the kind words and whatnot. I appreciate that. I think the one thing I really do love about here is that we do have all these different activities where the clients and even the staff get to experience different things, and it opens minds and doors for everybody, including us.
And the doors just keep opening too. The experiences just keep getting more, and it's great.
Yeah, really
I love that.
Yeah. Anything stand out for you in the last year or so, in terms of working with the clients or anything?
I think for us right now it's growth. All the new faces coming in the door, and I think that's wonderful. And I see the clients, how receptive they are to the new faces and the new staff. Everything, it's just a very welcoming environment, and I think that stands out a lot. People want to come here. They enjoy being here. And you can't say that for a lot of programs.
I'm glad you're saying it about ours. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate all your work.
My pleasure.
All right. Here is Ariana. Yay! The star behind the camera that makes all the magic happen, that makes me look good. Nothing makes this look good. As hard as she tries, it still doesn't work. It's still just me being me. Yeah. So I'm going to start with first thanking Ariana for doing a fantastic job behind the camera, getting all the editing done, coordinating all this stuff. It is a bit of a monster to wrangle. I asked her at kind of a last minute, hey, can you jump in and do this? Not a ton of editing experience or video production or anything like that. And her answer was, okay.
Yeah, I think that's always my answer.
Yeah, but she's done a fantastic job. So before we get into asking her some questions, I just want to thank you very much for doing an outstanding job. I really appreciate everything you do.
Oh, thank you, and I appreciate all the support you give me.
All right, well, she's lying, but just kidding. All right, so tell us a little bit about you and the population that we serve. What does it mean to you? Why are you drawn to it?
Yeah, so a little bit about me is that I went to college for psychology, so I'm really passionate about mental health, and I think that's the reason I ended up in this job here. It's because I'm really, I want people to feel seen who don't feel seen, especially those who are coming from vulnerable populations.
Yeah.
And if I'm being quite honest, landing this job was a little bit of an accident, and a happy accident if I'm being completely transparent. I was working with foster youth before this who had mental health disorders, and I know I wanted to work more with adults and kind of broaden my horizons. So I was looking on LinkedIn, and I happened to see this job opportunity from Carl, and I was like, I wonder if I just submit an application and see what happens. And next thing you know, I got an interview, and then I was like, I don't know what's going to come out of it. And now I'm here, and I really love what I do, and I love the people that I serve.
Yeah, got it. Very good. Yeah, we're very excited when you applied. because you were kind of in the interim period where we're gaining more clients than needed to, and it's really tough to find people to work in this field. It's not super popular, so when we do, your resume stood out, and we're very excited. So we're happy to have you, of course. But what about, so we get your passion for the population and whatnot. What has been a standout for working with this company?
I think all of the tools and the different activities that are provided by this company. I've worked in different fields of mental health, and I think that specifically this company, you guys provide so many different therapeutic activities for the clients. So for an example, like I run the film group, and I feel like that can be very therapeutic and in a way where they're allowed to express themselves and how they're feeling and allowed to express their creativity here. Or the music group, and that's really creative, a creative outlet there. And I think that I haven't seen much of that in different places.
Yeah. It is pretty unique for us, and it's one of the things I love is that it gives that experience to everyone where they can try something in a safe environment that they might have had interest in, but once they experience it a little bit, then it's like, okay, well, that's not for me. I'll try something else.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Because you see that in like the arts and craft group, the kitchen group. So it's like a safe space for them to like make mistakes too.
Yeah.
So I like it.
Got it. Very good. And so you've been here for how long now? Just about a year?
I'm coming up at a year in April.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
And is there any standout event or activity or something that is just like stuck in your mind?
Okay, so
other than having to deal with me on a pretty regular basis,
which I do enjoy our Wednesdays together doing the filming. I will say the month of October.
Oh yeah.
The Halloween festivity party that happens. So just a little bit of information on me. I don't really care for the month of October.
Really?
Yeah. I had told you this. Okay. Don't boo me. I'm not a big fan. Oh yeah. Don't boo me.
Wait. Pun intended.
Oh.
The boo and boo.
Yeah. I'm also not big on Halloween either, and I wasn't knowing like what to expect so at all. Yeah. So then just like coming into work and like, oh my god, I work here. It was like walking into like a spirit Halloween store.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like seeing like the party and people dress up, like that was definitely something like out of my comfort zone. Like I'm not someone who really does the big Halloween thing, but just seeing that and seeing everybody have a good time, like I was like, oh, maybe I do kind of like Halloween now.
You did wear a costume.
Yes, and I don't normally like buy a costume.
Yeah.
So I did the day or a couple days before go and buy a costume.
Oh, that's right. You were Wednesday Addams.
Yes, I was Wednesday.
Good Wednesday Addams too.
Yeah, it was a great one actually. Not good.
It was great.
Yeah, I was trying on different costumes. I was like, I can't believe I'm actually dressing up for Halloween for work.
Yeah.
So that was probably like a core memory for me. And I won the Halloween costume that day.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so very nice. It was stepping out of my comfort zone and then seeing other people kind of step out of their comfort zone because maybe they don't celebrate Halloween as much.
Yeah, nice. Very good. Well, that is a great one because I think that is kind of to a couple of the other interviews. Not only here are we affecting the clients we're working with, but we affect ourselves and one another, and that's pretty darn unique because it's kind of a choice, to allow yourself to be affected. And so I think that we do a great job, an amazing job of creating a safe space here for our clients to explore themselves and explore different things with the opportunity to fail or try something they don't really like, with a safe place where they're not going to be booed. But that bleeds over to us as well. It's a safe space for us to even step out of our comfort zones a little bit and try some new things.
Definitely.
So, cool. Well, I'm glad that you feel that way, and I'm glad you experienced October. It is kind of it's a crazy time for us, but it's one of my favorites. I love, the year is great, but when we cross that threshold of September, I'm just like, oh, bring on the holidays because they're so fun.
Yeah, thinking of my next year Halloween costume already.
Ooh, so we really made a Halloween fan over here.
Yeah, you guys really impacted me.
Nice. Very cool. All right, well, thank you so much. Thank you for all your hard work. Love it so much.